All right, let's get into a little breakdown. We'll set things up. I'll smoke a J with you guys, and I'm trying to have Don here for one of the days, maybe for a session. We'll do one together, but if not, I'm gonna go meet him in a couple of hours. I don't know if you're sitting right now at the in person, or if you're getting dressed to go to the in person. I'll stop by there in like 2-3 hours. Maybe I'll be there for lunchtime. Don said he's catering lunch, so free lunch, free lunch. I'm gonna pick up all the homeless people on the way and be like, "Yo, you know where I'm going? Free lunch. You wanna go?" Look at that. DV is just feeding the streets. All right, let's turn this fucking music down. I wasn't gonna be here today, but I overslept every alarm after yesterday. Anyway, as we're moving right now. All right, daily closed bearish. Daily closed bearish back in range. I'd expect us to flip on a daily and drive, unless we break the previous daily high, which might happen. It's 64 over here, right? Daily highs at 64 flat. So we'll have the range to break on the back of our mind, but we are really looking for sells below 53, 52 areas. Hourly found support. All right. Top of our hourly range. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, gang. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna have our buys, but we're gonna need a pullback and a resistance formed and a support formed above here, above 59.71. We're gonna have off the buys rip. We're gonna have off the buys rip. Above 63.37. Off the rip buys. Off the buys rip. And the Bible stick candle will tell us to do so. Fucking off the rip buys. And for sells, what I would like us to see is us reach the top of this range, which we just did. So this is perfect. Now, if we can just reject here and start breaking these lows here, we're gonna have some interesting sells. Same thing here. Below here, below 5679. I'm not off the rip. I'm gonna look for support form, then a drive off a resistance. Below here, we will be off the rip. Below below 54.417. And before we get any sells, I would have wanted us to tap. So if we came onto the stream an hour ago, I would have said I'd like to tap 5.9 over here, 5.97 before we head down. But we've just done that. Now if we could just start breaking some lows. Let's see, maybe if we close for COMEX in 10 minutes below this range, I'm gonna expect it to fill the range down with volume. So let's see how we close at 820. If we can close below here. That would be interesting. So, because for COMEX, it'll be volume time. So if we're breaking into a range during COMEX or right before COMEX, right? And then all of a sudden volume drops, I'm going to expect to fill this range, right? But if it doesn't happen for COMEX, then anything below here, below this area, will be off the rip. We close like this, we're just going to take sells to finish out the range below. But if we don't close like that, and we close, like I said, below here, but it's already before or it's after COMEX, then I'm going to look for us to respect this, the 56.79 area that we just broke, find a support below it, and then break that support. If we can do that, we'll be in this range. We'll be in the range between 5.6 and 5.4, right? If the candle prints respecting this area, then that's our support. We establish support, and we're going to look for a drive off a resistance, top wick, and drive down to fill the range out. More entries as you close below here, right? But if we either break below here and then this bullish candle does not respect this area, closes back up in range, we're going to look for this. We're going to avoid this range, but we're going to look for this range to continue filling up, and then more buys above. At that point, we'll be off the rip above 59714, right? Because if we get this, then right here we are off the rip. We're off the rip at this area. If we never break below 5679 and we just start coming up here now, we're not off the rip here. We're going to look for something similar to this, what I drew out here earlier, respect of this area. I'm going to look for a bearish candle to respect this area. And we're going to look for a bearish candle respected, or a similar price move where we can come down here and maybe a 1530 respecting this, and then we can have a bullish drive up off that support that we just respected, fill the range up. All right. And the only other possibility we can have here is if we do end up driving through here, same thing, right? If we drive through here, never find resistance here, no support, just drive straight through above 6337 is where we'll be off the rip. Okay, above here. And at this area, we'll take buys up. We have a red folder at 8:30. Let's look that up. All right. So we have a holiday in Europe, a French holiday. And we got, oh wait, that's not today. Today's the 17th. What am I doing? Here we go. 8:30. Yeah, we got the manufacturing index. What are they expecting? They're expecting bad numbers. So gold should drop. I mean, should go up. But we'll see how numbers come out. COMEX rejecting over here, so maybe it doesn't want to drive before a pre-COMEX candle. Doesn't want to drive before. before the news. I think 820 we don't see a closure. 820 we don't see a closure below here. We're gonna wait for the news. So, what's popping?